Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead, well, not really a Spearhead, Ironside cast, my bad, with me Matt, where we have a 2v2 for you all here on El's outskirts, but it's on the eastern front. Let's go through the players. We have Smokey here as Panzer Tactics for the Waffen straight at the gate, and MJP919 as the Wehrmacht without a commander choice yet. Representing the Soviet today, we have Theo without a commander choice, and Sakharov without a commander choice. I suppose they'll pick something later once they spot their Nazi enemies. A triple combat engineer here for Theo. Intriguing. Meanwhile, we have Sakharov going straight for some Fontoviki, so for some more professional Soviet troops. And we have the 1st Panzer Division moving up with some troops here to try and secure some ground. Going for some Hitler Youth after their initial Sturmgrenadier. Let's see if that pans out for them. The Soviets have gotten to the fuel here quickly. So it looks like the Soviets are going for some early fuel if possible, using their combat engineers to their advantage. Very cheap, but not very reliable combat infantry. Well, they're not actually combat engineers, they're sappers, but I believe they were called combat engineers in vanilla, however. The Storm Pioneers have pulled back to a better position. It's going to make it very difficult for the sappers to do anything, but we are going to see a flanking attempt. But now these combat engineers are stuck between a pretty hard spot. Because having the Sturmgrenadiers on the flank here is really providing a lot of accurate fire, but so far no one has died yet. Both sides are taking in the northern front, waiting for each other to make their move.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
There's some more grenadiers arriving here for the Wehrmacht. More Sturmgrenadiers being prepared here for the Waffen-SS. Hitler Youth squad moving out to secure some ground. Pretty basic stuff so far. Nothing too unusual. Fontoviki making a move up here. Pioneers are going to try and hold, but that's a Fontoviki coming their way now. And they might have grenades or Molotov. Pioneers are switching targets. Molotov being thrown. It's too much for the Pioneers, they have to pull back there. Oh yeah, the Pioneers are not going to make it, I think. Got some Grenadiers on the flank here to help. Fontoviki are far more accurate. There we go. Fontoviki are fairly accurate for Soviet infantry after all. They're the basic trained Soviet troops, unlike the conscripts and sappers, I imagine. MP4 is handed out here to the Sturm Pioneers. Gotta give them some automatic firepower. You're still just mostly relying on sappers, which I don't think will last that long, but we do see a maximum machine gun coming out, which will certainly start to cause some issues. Like that. Immediately surprising the Sturm Pioneers. Grenade being tossed. Sturm Pioneers look like they might make it back home though. Without the Hitler Youth in trouble. Unless they can get some good accurate shots off. Grenade being tossed at them. Indeed, the Hitler Youth runs off. You know, the southern flank, we have the Sturm Grenadiers just waiting around, being equipped with some cheap MP40s, unique to Panzer Tactics. Only 20 munitions for 2 MP40s, that's pretty damn economical actually. For some automatic weaponry. So as to hold both field points. The Germans have to really turn this around. Wehrmacht lost a lot of their units though. Getting replacements onto the field. MP40s will help allow the Germans to have some automatic weapons to their advantage here. It's not something you should underestimate. Maximum on the northern flank as well. There's a truck arriving here. Oh, that means they've got a commander, I think. Yeah, they're going for motorized, which is why they can get the truck with a Dushka on top. Unique to motorized commander. Replacing these Sturm Grenadiers here. They're laying low behind a heavy cover, so they should last for a while. Might not do a lot of damage, but they'll last. Sturm Grenadier trying to push up. This Jeep should probably change target. Grenade being thrown in their path. Good grenade at that. It's going to allow the other squad to get up and ready. Need to try and get close enough to kill the gunner on that thing. This is going on, the Wehrmacht is still having a fight with the more professional Soviet troops up here. Looks like the Mthis is preparing to aid them as well. Lots of MP40s are being prepared today. We must just need to keep getting behind heavy cover here. And a grenade being thrown here in front of the truck. Destroys part of the truck and actually wounds them. The Germans have to pull back after this, I feel. We have an MG44 on the field as well. Hitler Youth advancing. Minefield being cleared out here by the Storm Pioneers in the center. The PMs are now being carried to the front of Vicky on the northern flank. There's also conscripts arriving. When Maxim here in an ambush position, mowing down these Volksgrenadiers. Nice and quick start here. Let's see. Soviet sappers are still doing a lot of fighting here. Are they waiting for Udon to be their basic infantry? But the sappers are actually doing pretty well just because of the sheer amount of them. It's actually that Sturmgrenadier. That's a pretty big loss for the Germans. Sturmgrenadiers are not cheap. MG34 sitting up beside the building here. Storm Pioneers making their move. On the MG fire. Or in the MG cover, rather. That was on the flank. Managing to throw a grenade. Almost killing the MG34 team. It looks like the Storm Pioneers are able to do enough damage here, but the MG34 for support. Getting out the Maxim. More Soviets on the flank though. Laying down a lot of fire. Gunner killed on the truck. Indeed, we got Odana riding here in an armored car. More elite Soviet recon infantry. Special forces, so to speak. Well, motorized special forces. Pretty good units, by the way. Like, some of the best Soviet units you can get on the shock troopers, I think. Pretty unique to motorized. I mean, quite forwards here. There was a pulling back here to the forward HQ. That was also being equipped with the Czech machine gun. I think that's unique to motorized. Does give them a light machine gun, which is pretty useful. Oh, the aiming mode on those MP40s though. Oh. The MP40s are scary. As you can see there. They was trying to dig in quickly. They did lose their machine gun team. They can still be recruited though. Just waiting for the right time. We are going to see Panzerfaust upgrade there on the Sturmgrenadiers. They might flank around with a Panzerfaust. And the truck is covering the rear. With this going on, we had a mechanized assault appear from the Wehrmacht. There's no commander choice. No commander choice from neither Northern player. One flash is being exchanged and grenades being used. Oh, PTIS shot straight on the half track. Meanwhile, the mechanized or motorized force of the Soviet Union keeps advancing. But in this space, there's a Pack 40 on the field. Armored car taken out. A big flooding on the building, causing it to almost collapse. Volksgrenadiers not doing a lot here in the center, they are in the open. We do see an MG42 here. Quickly being reloaded. The half track is still around, repairing itself. Conscript squad down. Onto Vicky moving to intersect. We also see a Valentine tank arriving here for the motorized. A Lend-Lease vehicle from the Commonwealth. The Soviets got quite fond of it, using it as an aggressive recon tank. Things are quieting down a bit here. Both sides are trying to figure out what to do next. You see Hitler Youth with MG34s going to southern flank. Just drinking some Fanta I have here. Maximum being fired the pack team. Might be the opening the Sturmgrenadiers are waiting for. Oh, too late. Getting around the corner, they'll get mowed down, but they are throwing a grenade. Almost killing the team. This gun managed to destroy a half-track up here.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
The Pioneers are not getting much headway. That was moving up with a Czech machine gun again. And O'Donnell now being equipped with an RPD. Late war Soviet light machine gun. Still used today, I think, in some places. We'll charge it up here in case the Germans have to pull back. Not gonna move. They're gonna try and a wide flank. They need to focus on that truck. Yeah, before that happens. They do manage to kill the gunner. They had to clear it out. I'll fight the machine gun back here, actually. Now the Odana and the Hitler Youth are having a shootout here, but the Odana in the worst position. But the Hitler Youth have less training. The Hitler Youth do have an MG34 on them. They got a suppression, though, is the question. Grenade being thrown on them, though. They might have to force them back. But this is going on. There's also a push up here. Grenade assault on the building. Altan tank trying to hold the Germans back. You know, the Soviet forces on the northern flank are fighting. Looks like the Wehrmacht has gone for infantry. Because that's the Pegasus division. I see the Pegasus symbol. The 352nd. You see a Panzer HQ being prepared here by the Waffen-SS. Might see Panzer soon. Of some variety. E-70 running on the northern flank for the Soviet Union. Ideas are trying to do their best here. Ooh, grenade. On both sides, looks like the Germans got the better of it. The T-70 now moving to intersect. Because the T-70 is not the infantry killing monster it is in vanilla. And there's also a pack for support. MT-42 quickly moving up. And now they should start ripping them into shreds. And indeed they are. You see a T-34 being prepared by the Soviet Union. There'll certainly be some issues. Hold on, moving around here. Oh, that's a Deathstorm Grenadier. That's managed to suppress with the MT-42 before running. There's also a Maxim in the center. Oh, we have a command choice. Is this also motorized? Oh, shock. Okay, so we have shock and motor. Shock is a pretty good choice. Shock can do a little bit of everything. We are going to see the heavy mortar come out here for shock too, which is going to do a lot of work. 54 arriving as well for both players. Good timing. Both Soviet players got a T-34 around the 13-minute mark. That's pretty good, I think. That's a Geballte landing, I think. Yep, killing the crew of that Sis. And he's pushing quite far here. That's going to be a death sentence for them. Yeah, they're not making it out. Unless they're really, really lucky. Oh, they're not making it. Yeah, pretty bad retreat path. Mugani is still moving around. I do like that they're equipped with MP40s. I rarely see people actually use the MP40s. E-54 does a lot of work here, but the Panzer Strike forces it back. There's also a pack nearby. You have a Motor Lieutenant on the field. Being ready to call in the Red Air Force by looks of it. No officer from the other Soviet player, but we do see the heavy mortar on the field. See, no officer for either German player. Nope. We see Panzer IV and a Hetzer being prepared. Lots of Soviet machine guns around. longer being established here by the Germans, probably to just have some extra defense. Red Air Force is being called in. And Strafers has been too effective. Oh, wait, never mind. Almost clearing out the machine gun on that. Oh, Regal Mine being laid on. That's actually pretty smart. If a tank tries to flank, it'll get immobilized. If you want to try to assault up here, but Pack takes it out. T-70 rushes in.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Pack has to turn quickly, but the T-70 is too close. They're throwing a grenade out the hatch. Another grenade out the hatch. And I don't think this grenadiers are ready. They do a Panzerfaust, but it's not prepared yet. But here's a Hetzer and a Panzer IV. I don't think the T-70 can even fight a Hetzer off unless it can get on the flank. Hetzer also a remote-controlled machine gun on top, which is fairly unique to it. Dark Troopers on the field, we also have the tank hunters. Let's use a stolen Panzerfaust. So it's actually used a lot of stolen Panzerfaust, but not actually for anti-tank, as far as I know. They actually used it for anti-garrison duty, to my understanding. Oh, good rifle almost killing the tank hunters. And well, we have a Soviet tank assault down here. Regal Mine did manage to detrack one tank here. So good job there with the Regal Mines. German defense is kind of falling here. I think this Panzer IV needs to really relocate south. Well, it is aiding the Wehrmacht allies to secure some ground here quickly. I get the feeling the Hetzer might be enough, but I'm not sure. The Soviets are pushing pretty far with their sappers here. Hetzer doing its thing again. Panzer IV on the move. The after this pushing pretty far up here in the north now. Trying to kill a T-70. T-70 gone. Squad is now the main threat. Has been suppressed though. And the Red Air Force flies overhead again. Looks like they managed to strafe this area. This is not able to penetrate the side or, well, the front angle there of the Panzer IV. Also been pinned now. Hetzer moving up, loading a high explosive threat. High explosive round. And yeah, this is kind of bad as an AT gun. Oh, mobility loss there on the T-44. Like the CIS is not that efficient as an AT gun, but the main advantage of it is that it's serviceable as an artillery gun as well. So the Red Air Force is being prepared to arrive again. It is a fairly fast cooldown on the Red Air Force, so they can keep doing their strafes. Here they come again. They're just using their machine guns though, which is not enough to damage anything here. And they're not hitting anything with that strafe. Oh, almost killing those. Oh, and Panzergrenadier's gone. Oh, that's a big loss. Not looking good for the Mthis. Second Panzer IV being prepared. That's a bad retreat path again. There he goes. Yeah, not looking good for this 4 HQ. The Germans are lacking in infantry to hold back the Soviets. Natural charge being thrown, and that's going to be the end of the 4 HQ. Oh, almost. One more assist shot should do it. There it goes. We have another Panzer IV J arriving. North is now firmly in German hands for a while, but Soviets are still pressing on the south here with the Red Air Force for support. The Soviet tanks are preparing. We're also laying some mines here in return by the looks of it. Valentine is still around. Usually very best for German infantry now, thanks to Infanterie Division. It's slowly pushing up, doing a lot of damage actually. Even set up an 88 out here. Oh god, that's really close to the front line. The Germans have to work very hard to just hold their own front line over here now. As the Soviets are laying mines and everything. Oh, almost killed the Storm Pioneers, but they did die for it. Oh, they even lost the Storm Pioneers in retreat there. Oh. The Air Force is coming in again, but I don't think it'll do much here. It's just strafing random ground. You also see a pillbox being set up. The Germans are digging in here now. It's not going to be easy for the Soviets to make a break out from here, I reckon. They're also grabbing the Feldkanone, the scissors now. Giving them the German designation instead. Because the Germans did use a lot of captured equipment, especially on the Eastern Front. Both sides on the Eastern Front actually captured a lot of equipment from one another and used it against each other very frequently, I think. Eastern Front was very brutal. Maybe Mortar's trying to fight back here. Maxim's doing a good job there, pinning down this grenadier. There's also Pantherfor nearby. Integrates have been upgraded on these conscripts. Of course, that's bad to throw it though. The pillbox is covering the way with a machine gun inside it. Now the front line is somewhat shifting in where it's going to be set up, but the Germans control both munitions points, which is a fairly big deal if you ask me. That's a lot more weapon upgrades for the Germans. It's a force doing its work. More conscripts rushing up with AT grenades. Also can just back off as we can see. Not sure what this is doing, it's just targeting the building. Huh. I think you can use that building. Huh. Valentine being relocated north, we also have an MCHAR Sherman being prepared. At Air Force strafes again. Being more of an opening for the Soviets to capture the munitions point here. After this is entirely focused now on aiding the Wehrmacht for the moment, it looks like. The Soviets now going to prod forward. And the munitions point is there to take. Oh, German forces here to stop them.
The sector is at risk.
Another Eagle mine there. Immobilizing the truck. Didn't destroy it, surprisingly. MT on the field. It's almost got destroyed by something. Artillery strike here by the German Hauptmann. Not doing that much. And the Red Air Force shows up again. Germans need to focus on the southern flank in some capacity now. the Red Air Force is just continuously attacking them. And so it's building up to do an assault on the base at some point, I reckon. Let's get rushing up here, but getting mowed down by the Storm Grenadiers. Oh, Molotov does go off though, killing 2 of them. MG is now on the move. Second MG being prepared. As for J is finally relocating. The landmark seems to be firmly dug in now. Officers and everything for the HQ as well. They are getting all the stuff they need up here. The Air Force comes in again. They never stop strafing that little part of the German base. The Panzer IV can now start making its way southwards. Or at least attempt to. Needs to be cautious though, because there's so isolated a lot of mines. Second Emcher. Oh, we do have a Panther tank coming out for the SS Panzer tactics, which will certainly be a problem. Panthers have really high frontal armor. More frontal armor than the Tiger, actually. They are quickly behind cover. As for J is doing his best here in the center, but it might be outmatched. Oh, so far it's holding up. Oh, he lost his driver. Smoke popped. And from the field. And for rush for the center by looks of it. It probably wants to save that Panzer IV. Panzer IV is holding up pretty well though. And the Soviets know there's a Panther on the field. Oh, it's just drove over someone. Trying to hunt for that Sherman. Heads got destroyed there. Another Sverwehrmacht Schlepper showing up. Oh, the 80 guns can hit it. And for preparing to flank. Schlepper got destroyed. That's a pretty big loss there. I suppose being loaded. Almost killing the SIS team there, yeah. I don't think the Soviets can stop this Panther. Oh, the Storm Grenadiers just need to push up. There's an MG42 on top. And then the lieutenant quickly runs away at that. And the Panther's just going to give chase. And mow them down and retreat, as you can see. The Panther Tactics Panther is pretty damn potent. Let's see if MChess can work around that. While this is going on, the Wehrmacht is still digging in. We have an IS-2 coming up for the Shock Army. We can probably punch a hole through that unless that A-88 gets a good shot in. Because the A-88 can penetrate the IS-2's frontal plates pretty sufficiently. Machine guns on the Panthers pinning down the non-recon team. I'm just preparing to make a move. Be cautious. Ooh, mine that hits the Storm Grenadier. Oh, good flanking shot. Over penetration. Engine burning on the Panther. And if the other MG had been moving up too, that could probably have killed the Panther right there. So close. But that Panther's gonna be pulled back for a while for repairs. So the Storm Grenadiers keep holding. Grenade by forced them off. Mthis slowly pushing up here. Stormtroopers pushing up into conscripts. Going them down in short order. That's 48 moving up to try and hold. SS infantry is completely dying. Over penetration from the Emcher on the Panzer IV. And Panzer IV gone. And needs rapid repairs quickly. While this is going on, we have the IS-2 revealing itself. 88 is around. I don't think the Soviets know that. 88 to be ready to face it if it comes this way. Shock troopers moving up. When they're trying to shoot through the terrain. We're turning it again because they know the IS-2 is going to flank up here. And the shock troopers are keeping the pioneers at bay. The battle being tossed. Only stunned them. We will have the fighting continuing down here as the Soviets try to push up. Panther has been repaired. IS-2 sets the forward HQ ablaze with a high explosive round. We also have a Stu on the field. Panther's pushing up again on the southern flank. Will it be enough? I suppose we'll see. There's still only one Imcha down here. Second Imcha is coming out soon. Also, the Panther's pulling back someone again. IS-2 is being cautious, which is a good idea because I think they know the 88 is there actually. Maybe more just sitting up. Need to kill the team on that 88. Oh, we have the BS-43 here on the conscripts, which I believe is unique if you're playing a shock. There needs to be a certain veterancy though. Veterancy too. It's basically a better and if more efficient version of the PPSH, but it does have the drum magazines, as I understand. SS is trying to push up here, but the Soviet sappers are quite well dug in behind all these racks. Also, with an engine nearby for support is a little bit too much. 88 got a good shot there on the 88, not on the 88, on the IS-2. It's gonna force the IS-2 back. Explosive rounds from the heavy mortar though will keep shelling. But needs to hit straight. Oh, MJ's trying to flag in. Takes up the Stu. Ooh, and the 88 might have lost its crew. Oh, it's still operational. They can get the repairs on the IS-2 and then they can probably push up and destroy the 88. That's also trying to make a go for it. Oh, the MG stopped pointing at them. Also on the pillbox. 88 cleared out. That's actually the opening the IS-2 would be waiting for, but it's not prepared. More conscripts pushing up though. All the Molotovs in that pillbox. Now the Soviets can do another assault. Shock troopers now pushing up. Now the Wehrmacht officers are in trouble. They just have to get out of there. Now the Wehrmacht is in full retreat up here. That'll charge on the pillbox. Not sure how much that'll do, but... Actually destroyed it, never mind. Now they could technically steal that 88 if they want. The German officers have pulled entirely back. More reinforcements arriving. We do see heavy tech up here. And being relocated northwards. We have a pretty good fight here so far.
You need something built?
One more inches are being prepared. Some bunkers being set up here quickly by the Mthis. And for engaging here now with the MCHs. MCHs cannot fight at this range. The IS-2 is still being repaired. One Sherman down. I suppose it almost destroys the assist gun there. Another Soviet push up here. There's a lack of Germans to hold them. That's good. He has to mow down these sappers. And able to suppress the armored car. So also Panzerfaust to finish it off. And for operational, IS-2 is moving up. I suppose they don't do much there. You can load its APC off it, they have the munitions, but doesn't look like they do. They also lost the gunner. And that was the gunner they lost. Oh god, that's been... Oh, and the Panthers is the offensive. Oh boy. I've had to survive the high explosive, the armor piercing round. Oh, that's so close. Both tanks are like so close to each other. That sis did not turn. Oh, and that's the IS-2 gone. Alpha is a really good tank, in case you were wondering. But if that sis had just turned in that direction while this was going on, ooh, that could have changed out. It could have turned out differently. So it's still trying to catch up to the AT grenades. This is waiting around here though. I cannot shoot it. It's this close. Oh no. Half-Assed on a killing spree here. Just quickly driving through everything. Such a very mobile tank, but it might hit a mine. There's a lot of mines on the ground. Oh, it's gonna make it safely back to German lines. Back for some repairs. Now the Mthis is still having trouble here. Wehrmacht is doing a counter-assault with most of the officers. We do have a Jagdpanzer coming onto the field soon. Shock army is in disarray somewhat. They do have shock troopers fully armed with PPSHs, which is a very lethal unit, by the way. Honestly, the shock troopers with the PPSHs is very, very lethal. There'll be a attempt being called in here, but the shock troopers can just advance. Like, what's going to stop them? As you can see right there, they're just mowing everything down. Now even the Hauptmann is in trouble. Because they're able to suppress us, they just advance up. Lots of artillery going in though. Throwing instinct grenades, that's like a Baldeladung in return. Which does do a lot of damage to them. That's the risk of getting close to a place with pioneers. These Gebaldeladungs can do a lot of work on you. Baldeladung. I think that's how I say it. Baldeladung. There's some more done down here. Why am I using a pistol? That seems weird. That's doing a great assault here on the base. Doesn't do a lot of damage though. That's just fragmentation grades. But the Sys gun is almost destroying it. Dark Panzer and Panther on the move. And he's doing their best to hold the line. This Herm was a little bit close. Not sure you want to be that close with that heavy mortar. Let's make it accurate though, I will say that. Half on the move, it's gonna run into this M chat. Also second M chat. Oh, they're gonna try and get around it. Loader injured, that's a good thing for the Soviets there. Crew dazed. And now they're shipping off from the flank. Smoke popped. And Panther taken out. Good tag team work there from the Soviet Germans. And we have a second IS-2 arriving. Germans into this little shed into a Fort HQ. Oh boy, they hope they have room in there for their radio equipment. Or they're probably very cramped. Without being pinned out there in the open. That Panzer took some damage there. IS-2 is around down there. Goes into the side, but they want to push with that thing. Is the 88... Oh, the 88 is still around. Not that well covered at the moment, though, but it does have some stormtroopers nearby. Command Panther on the field now. Still a good unit, but it doesn't have the high explosive rounds like the normal Panther. Excuse me. Panzer Grenadiers on the move. Running down the road here with their Sturmgewehr. Ooh, there was a demo charge there, but it only killed one of them. The Red Air Force being called in once again. Red Air Force being quite active today. But they don't have their anti-tank equipment on them, evidently. They're just using their machine guns to strafe. The pillbox being set up here by the Germans. Doing everything they can to dig in. The Germans are so far also ensuring the point is not falling into Soviet hands. Having an MG-42 back here. Manpath on the move. Forgot the Sherman there, that's also Katusha. They probably know there's Katusha now. IS-2 on the flank. But that Panther has to be cautious. Just opening fire, probably for the base. And they're bombing the German base with Katyshas. Not sure how efficient that would be, but who am I to judge? IS-2 now having a little bit of a brawl here. But the Panzer Grenadiers are able to keep the conscripts at bay mostly at heavy losses to themselves, though. IS-2 preparing to move up again. Almost killed those Storm Pioneers. Schwerwehrmacht Schlepper arriving here. The Red Air Force being called again, probably around here this time. Yep, they're aiming for the machine gun, which makes sense. In the fawn, that's preventing them from pushing up. And a few good strafes there should take care of it. You can see killing the entire group there. Hand von Jagdpanzer on the move. They're hunting down the IS. AP round loaded. Oh, they got dazed. This command Panther is gonna kill it. There we go, IS-2 down. This guy needs to set up retreat paths. It's gonna make its way out through, isn't it? I don't think this service can stop it from pushing back. Oh wait, they got a good shot there in the rear.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
But it's gonna make it back. It's some heavy needs for repairs though. And there's another IS-2 gone. And as long as the service don't have IS-2s, that's pretty good for the Germans. And yeah, of course the AT grenade distance as well. You kind of have to get really close to throw an anti-tank grenade. That's kind of the point. We'll set our charge in the base. Not looking good for the Germans here. The Soviets can soon move into the base here, which will certainly be a problem. And the German flank is really looking thin. Now the Scissors are moving up to get some more shots in. Mines split here in the center here by the Waffen-SS. Those two being prepared by the Wehrmacht. But I feel the Germans are getting a little bit low here, or thin rather. Doing a good job though with the Panther they have. But they need to push back down here, or they're just opening themselves up again. Mthis is still holding back the Soviets. Lots of Cis guns nearby. The Air Force is coming in again. Keep aiming around here to prevent the Germans from using the defensive position, which is a good use of the strafing run. It denies the defensive location. And killing off that Panzer Grenadier too. We have another MCHA arriving. Hanfast pulling back from repairs again here. Stu on the field. Tries to get a shot in there but fails. Maybe mortar still blasting them. We have a counter mortar here. Good choice from the Germans. Another IS-2 being prepared. The Katyusha rocket strike on the base. Need to get some repairs on the base soon. And the Red Air Force kills another squad. Hanfast ready again. The Soviets just keep amassing more units down here. This is also being used as an artillery piece here to just blast the German base continuously. And for moving to try and intersect. One go down. And that's another Panzer Grenadier. Not looking good here for the Germans at all. No, 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 sir. Still trying to get a flank in, but there's an MCHA assist coming to flank. Taking out the Stu. Tiger tank is trying to be repaired, but I think that Soviets are targeting the Panzer HQ. Well, they're not actually able to hit it at the moment. Oh wait, they can hit it. MCHA going in for the base. Well, they can repair it quickly though. Mthis taken out. We will soon have the Tiger if the Germans can hold on. Will that be enough? Okay, well, the Soviets are still pushing up here. I suppose around this from the Jagdpanzer. Yeah, Jagdpanzer is not intended to fight infantry after all. It's basically a Panther gun, but on a Panzer IV chassis. That's a tank destroyer. That's basically what it is.
We are losing a sector.
The man half track on the field. Tiger tank almost on the field here. But will it be enough? There's a lot of Soviets down here. Could have been called here by the command half track. And here comes the Red Air Force again. It's just machine gun strafing. Here's the Tiger tank. The Germans need to take out these SIS teams and PAC teams. That's the most vital thing for them at the moment. I suppose got a good shot there, but it's not enough. And the Germans are lacking infantry support here. IS-2 is pushing up here in the north. That's not enough to stop it. The German front line is starting to collapse. Panzers push forwards. That's a lot of AT guns prepared. That's what shots being tossed. Remember, all the AT guns are being suppressed and pinned, which does affect them actually. Truck disabled there. Ooh, and that command, Panther's about to go down. Are they trying to demo charge the Tiger? But the Tiger just moves and that cancels it. Yeah, without infantry support, the tanks are not even actually doing that much damage on their own against all these infantry formations. But those look like both vehicles to make it back safely. Half-track doesn't though. Another empty on the field. And IS-2 keeps advancing up here slowly. Having issues hitting the pillbox. We're pushing up. Jagdpanzer needs repairs. The German defense is really starting to look thin. Yeah, very much relying on just a few tanks at the moment. Give us a match to secure the center point again. Pillbox is about to clear it out. There it goes.
We have lost an MG team. You have orders? Go with orders.
The Storm Pioneer being prepared, but the building is, the command half truck is almost completely gone. The Red Air Force comes in again. Was being prepared to be called in. It is a fairly cheap ability, and that destroys the forward HQ of the, well, not the forward HQ, but the main HQ of the Waffen-SS. Tiger and Panther's going for a desperate push. But that is a lot of AT guns. Now MT pushing up. MT taken out. Tiger tank is still holding up, despite having basically no health. Panzer's pushing up. AT grenade on the Panther doesn't penetrate. Looks like the German Panzers managed to survive here. Pushing back the Soviets. Barely. Now the after this really need to rebuild quick. This is going on. The IS-2 keeps pushing up here. Jagdpanzer's waiting in ambush. Pillboxes do take a while to kill if you can't actually hit them with the high explosive rounds. There it goes. That's 4H being prepared by the infantry. We definitely have quite a big match here. After pushing up. Little mines around, but not all in the main place yet. The command path is certainly giving the Germans way to make a comeback here. As for J also riding here to support. The Tiger tank is going to need a lot of time to repair. You also have the Panzer 4H now riding for the Wehrmacht. The Man Panther's doing his job very reliably. Now with the Panzer 4J for support, it'll have more machine guns and another gun to aid it in case another vehicle shows up. And the Tiger's taking a while to repair. They have a scout car here as well, not sure what for, but I suppose it can help. But Pack destroys it. Not much of a surprise there. So it's gonna steal the 88 probably? No? Oh yeah, they do steal the 88. Alright, MCHA pushing up here. Probably take out that Panzer 4 if it gets a good shot off. Oh, it missed. I guess all the controls are still in English inside. The Panzer 4 still gets taken out. The Panther takes out the MCHA. Rogue popped. I have to dodge away from the conscripts with the AT grenades. And Tiger Tank is almost ready for action again. IS-2 pushes up, it's lost its main gunner on the top. And its pintle gunner. Now the Tiger Tank is ready again. Here's moves with some Panzer Grenadier support for once. IS-2 is holding up. This Panzer 4 is in big trouble. Trying to destroy the 88 with a high explosive round. Hits the frontal shield. Jagdpanzer manages to get off. It's going on the rear of the Panzer 4. And high explosive round from the IS-2 destroys it. Satchel charge on the Tiger, but the Tiger can back off. But they still by the shockwave. HQ's being repaired. It's gonna take a while though, but he can call in 2 extra Sturmpioneers as we can see. It certainly helps. Well, we are getting to work on repairing the Panther first, though. The Jagdpanzer being prepared. Well, Soviets are getting more of the map still now that they're throwing apart the front line again. It's just a lack of German infantry to keep the Soviets at bay. Seeing the Germans' position there, I guess it's understandable. Tiger doing his best, though. And doing a pretty good job of it, too. 40 kills. The Man Panther has 60 kills. Nice tune to move again here. Much faster to repair than the Tigers. Second Ice 2 also coming out again. Lots of ISs here. Oh, we might see a Boiler Panzer here. The map is trying to repair it. Will the Soviets deny it though? I don't think so. Panzers will soon spot it. Yeah, that's not gonna allow that Boiler Panzer attempt to work. That Sherman still remains standing. German still holding on. You see 3 Storm Pioneers on the Tiger, and it's still taking a while. Tiger tanks, or just German heavy tanks in general, take a while to repair. I think it's very much intentional. So it's pushing up pretty far here. Oh, we might see the MT try to flank the Jagdpanzer. Going for it. Oh, that's just bad luck on that Jagdpanzer's part. Lost his main gun to assist shot and then got flanked by the Imcha. It is a Veteran C4 one. It's a lot more accurate. Jagdpanzer got a good shot there in the IS. Oh, it's a pack? Oh, this is his. Never mind. Meanwhile, the Germans are doing another counter assault down here with their armored. Looks like the Panzer's doing a good job for now. Panzer IV taken out though. Integrating the pan for destroying it. Tiger tries to pull back. There is a mine there. MChef moving up on the Tiger. 1 penetration there. Integrating on the Tiger. Doesn't hit. We might be reaching the end of this fight. I don't know. Looks like somewhat of a stalemate, to be honest. After since we managed to get the HQ back up and going. The MChef on the field. But the Panzer can just call the flank here pretty well. But the Wehrmacht has lost a lot of their units. Lieutenant killed. I wonder whose side is going to cave in first. Or it's going to call this a draw because battle is kinda. Oh my god! Oh god! Good Katusha. There might be an opening here for the MT to flank because it's going to be immobilized. And here comes the MT. Third jet. Oh, it's going to be done for the Tiger here. Smokey calls the GG at that point. Makes sense. A few pulls up there, well played. Well, this was quite a match. Just as the Jagdpanzer comes in for revenge. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye bye.